that change of the world, it's the speed. It's not changing at a very fast rate. So we need to understand, that volatility aspect of the world. We need to understand how fast is the world changing, and what are the forces that is causing the world to change, and what are the catalysts that are causing the world to change. These things that you have listed. For example, maybe if you are change making, if your change making focus is on poverty, you need to ask yourself, how is it changing, or how constant is poverty, and what is causing poverty, and what are the catalysts of poverty. Yeah. So that's how the world is right now. It can be dramatic in some form, it can be unpredictable, it can move faster, and it can sometimes be impossible to determine cause and effect. Okay? So that's now the first one on volatility aspect of the world. So zingine kama terrorism, kuna hizi vitu zingine kama what other things there? There are so many things that are cropping up every day in the world, and as leaders we need to be on top. We need to be, some of these we need to be able to handle them in a way that will keep the organizations and the initiatives that we are going to form, to keep them afloat. Okay. Yeah. So then the complexity of the world. This means that there are no easy solutions. Okay. There are no easy solutions. Our modern world is becoming more complex than ever before. It's becoming more complex every day. So you can't come up with an easy solution to tackle some of this. So sometimes I laugh at politicians. They come up with very simple concepts in a bid to tackle the problems that we have even in this country. Sometimes I really, there's so many factors that needs to be put in place for you to tackle that problem. Even this garbage littering problem, why is it still there? It's because it's complex, but our leaders are just applying simple solutions to that problem. We are together. Yeah. So our modern world is more complex than ever before. Problems and their repercussions are more multi-layered and harder to understand. The different layers also intermingle, making it impossible to get an overview of how things are related. Choosing a correct path is almost impossible. Okay? So as a leader, you need to know how to come up with a solution that is going to tackle that problem head on, and be done with it once and for all. Okay. For example, the poverty problem, it can, how to tackle it can be, for example, we have expansion plans. Is innovation part of your core values? Okay. Yeah, so you've seen organizations have core values. That's part of strategy. Maybe they want to be excellent, they want to be innovative, they want to be effective in whatever they do. Yeah, so that's part of strategy. Then you will need to be operational. Operational, I mean, you need to focus the organizations on short-term plans. That's you see, in as much as there are problems, the organization needs to run. It has immediate goals that it needs to meet. So we need to focus on those short-term plans of the organization, even as we deal with the complex things that are there. So how will you make decisions, and how effective and efficient will you be in your operational plans as an organization? Okay. Then as a leader, you will need to create an enabling environment. Create an enabling environment. And by this we mean you will create conditions for others to contribute. Conditions for others to contribute. So you will need to empower your team. Someone talked about teamwork. You need to empower your team. You need to encourage them to participate. You need to collaborate. You need to influence everyone in the organization so that you can achieve the desired outcome and impact. And this also entails developing emerging leaders. Developing emerging leaders who are grounded in strong values that are key to the sustainability of the organizational life. It's the right systems, the right people in the right positions, smart strategy, bold ambitions. You need to have very, very bold ambitions. Yeah. You also have the ability to raise resources. Money will play a big role in whatever initiatives that we need to start. And you need confidence and courage. You need to set out to start something big that is almost impossible, okay? Than something small that would make a difference. So focus on starting something big that maybe in your imagination it looks impossible, but it can be done. Okay, don't concentrate on the small things. Think of the bigger ideas, the bigger solutions that can come. So I know you guys do access internet. You have smartphones here. You go watch a clip by, I think it was a TED talk. There's a guy called VUCA. VUCA. That's my homework. Utaweza kama watch. Anaitwa VUCA. VUCA Tembe Kai. I guess that's the correct spelling. He's a South African. You know him? Mm-hmm. VUCA Tembe is a South African. He's a venture capitalist in South Africa. He's very young. I think he's below 40. So go watch the title of the clip. I think it is what's the title? Safaricom. Someone else saying I want to work for Safaricom, I want to work for KRA, I want to work for Kengen, I want to work for Barclays, KPS and all that. You have the capacity to start an organization that some young person will say that I'm working hard in school so that I can work for that organization, that I can work for Awake. So Awake in 10 years time need to be admirable. Yeah, so I wish you well. And I leave you with this quote by Oyunga Pala. He says, the best time to start is now. The best time to start is now. The secret of getting ahead is to just start and let the chips fall where they may. In the long run, when the task is successfully completed, it won't matter where exactly you started. I'll start and let's know.